Hi, guys. I received an email and it reads as follows. Olivia, I've been following you for some time now. I appreciate everything you do helping our people. I was wondering if you could find time to help me out with my situation. I'm 33 years old and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I run a very successful marketing firm and make about $104,000 a year. I live alone and own my own home in a well established area in Buckhead. I drive a Tesla as well as a BMW. I have been single for the past 5 years with no children. I say all this to say I can honestly say that I'm noticing that men are intimidated by my success and lifestyle. I feel it scares them off because I think they're intimidated by me. I've been on a couple of dates but noticed they either don't call me back or make up excuses as to why they can't see me anymore. How can I stay on the successful path I'm on but still attract a man? Looking forward to your answer, Jody. P.S. Please don't hold back any punches. I know you have a very direct approach, and that's what I follow you for. I need that because I feel like everyone else beats around the bush. Thanks again. Okay, so you know what? She's not alone. This is a very common issue among successful women, and I think it's time we had a real talk about it. First off, let me start by saying that success is something that we should all strive for. Whether it's in our careers, our personal lives, or our relationships, we should always be actively pushing ourselves to the point of greatness. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Success can definitely be an attractive quality because it denotes self confidence and self assuredness, but there's a very, and I repeat, there's a very fine line between being confident and being entitled. And that's where a lot of successful women tend to struggle. Like this woman, they work extremely hard to achieve their goals, and they rightfully so feel very proud of what they've accomplished. But a lot of times that pride turns into a sense of superiority, and that's where things can get very tricky very fast. When you approach relationships with a sense of entitlement, it's very off putting to men. It's like you're saying, I'm successful and I should have all these great things, and you should feel lucky to be with me because I'm quote unquote the prize. And that's just not going to go over well with any kind of quality man. I would assume that the reason that you're probably not getting called the callbacks and the second dates is because I'd be willing to bet just like you led with your accomplishments and accolades with me in this exact email, you probably do the same thing with men on dates. See, you indirectly tell people what's the most important to you by what you lead with. This is why proud parents lead with their kids. Proud wives and husbands lead with their significant other. Proud animal lovers lead with their pets, and so on and so on. Not one time did you mention who you are as a person, what you bring to the table as a partner, the qualities that make you girlfriend material, the wifely traits that you possess, etc. Everything was about your career because that's your primary focus, and that's okay when you're not looking for a man. See, the cold hard truth is this: a man doesn't care about your job title, a man doesn't care about the car you drive or the house you live in. A man doesn't care about your credit score. A man doesn't care about your salary or what you can afford. A man doesn't care that you're a quote unquote boss. See, these are the things that make you feel good about yourself. This is you stroking your own ego, which, once again, there's nothing wrong with that if you're single and not looking for a man. But seeing as how you and the majority of other women want to be quote unquote found by a man, whether they want to admit it or not, this is where a lot of you go wrong. Men don't give a damn about these things nearly as much as you think they do. Successful women have to approach relationships with the same level of humility and respect that they do with their careers. Hell, I would even advise you to put more humility and respect into your relationship than you do your career because you can always clock in and out of your job. Once you fulfill your duties there, you're done until the next workday. But a relationship doesn't turn off. You can't just clock in and out of a relationship. It's continuous work and it's 24/7. So you should be putting more effort into your relationship and man than you do your career. Because if you don't, then you'll look up one day and realize that you have worked your entire life away. And the only thing that you have to show for it is a nice car, nice house, and a nice 401k with absolutely no one to share it with. I want to applaud you because it sounds like that you're actually coming into that realization. And that in and of itself is a major accomplishment because most women never do. Moving forward, I suggest that you start making time for yourself outside of work in order to embrace your other qualities more. Have designated days where you go to the spa, get your hair and nails done, take a cooking class, have conversations with the elder women around you. Just make time for you. And by doing this, you will naturally lean more into your natural feminine traits. And that will be reflected when you are out here dating. It will come through in your body language, your conversations, etc. Men will be able to feel this and it'll make them more likely to snatch you up for a second date. They'll feel more comfortable with you and they'll be more attracted to you because they'll see a different side of you that they didn't even know existed. Another piece of advice that I would give you is to be more open minded as well when it comes to dating. Don't just look for men who are at your level or above your level in terms of their career success. Look for men who have other qualities as well that you find attractive. Maybe he's funny. Maybe he's a great listener. Maybe he's a great leader. Maybe he's passionate about this about something that you're also passionate about. Whatever it is, try to focus on those qualities instead of just his job title or salary. Not saying that you do that, but if you do, it's time to stop. Also, don't be afraid to show vulnerability. I know it's hard, especially when you're used to being in control and taking charge, but vulnerability is a key component of any successful relationship. It's what allows us to connect with other people on a deeper level, to feel empathy and compassion, and to create a bond that's stronger than any accomplishment or achievement. So, to sum it all up, success is great. It's amazing, but it's not everything in life. You have to approach relationships with humility, respect, and vulnerability, just like you do your career. You did not get to where you are career wise without these three things I just mentioned. Take time to focus on yourself and your other qualities and be open minded when it comes to navigating men and dating. If you do these things, you'll be surprised at how much more successful you'll be in your relationships and how much more accomplished you'll feel in just your life overall.